everybody, Chaos Gamer here, and yes, we are back with some more My Hero Ultra Impact. And in today's video, we got a pretty big breakdown that we got to go through, because we are not only looking at one new character today, we are looking at two new characters, being Blue All For One in his young form and Season 8 Invisible Girl. So hopefully you are catching up with the anime, because the game's already starting to move with that Season 8 content. So with that being said, without wasting any more time, let's build this shit right the hell up. And ladies and gentlemen, let us get started with today's video. And you can let me know down below, who are you planning to summon for out of these two new characters? Invisible Girl, who's out today, or All For One, who's coming out at a later date. So the character I want to look at first is going to be All For One. That is the character I am more interested in. Let's take a look at his art, which the Unawakened art looks clean. I like that. But I like the Awakened art more. Oh my god. It just looks like the support memory that looks absolutely clean. And if anything, you gotta give the devs their props for releasing All Might first and then releasing this character second. But hear me out. If this was Anniversary, this would have been hype, dude. Oh, this would have been... I can see it in my bones. I would have been rattling with how hyped this would have been. But now, let's take a look at his kit, starting off with the Plus Ultra skill, Dust of Calamity in the Light. He steals one temporary buff of all opponent and allies, excluding himself. Deals 150% damage to all opponents. Reduces cooldown time of all allies by 1. Reduces character's cooldown time by 1 when character has 6 or more temporary buffs. And then the enhancement bonus effect when activated, it steals all temporary buffs from all opponents and allies, excluding the character. This skill gains the ability to overwhelm. Damn! All For One going crazy, dude. I can feel it. Like, this is the actual character himself. He's like trying to steal quirks and everything. So now let's take a look at the first action skill, which is going to be Air Cannon. Steals 3 temporary buffs of a single opponent. Deals 40% damage to the opponent and decreases opponent's skill impact by 40% for 3 turns. The cooldown is for 5 turns. Second action skill, which is going to be Perpetual Black Claws. Steals 1 temporary buff from all opponents and allies, excluding the character. Deals 300% damage to all opponents. Increases defense of all allies by 20% for 3 turns. Restores character's HP by 10% when character has 6 or more temporary buffs. And then restores character HP by 10% when character has 8 or more temporary buffs. And then the enhancement bonus effect is increases character defense by 30% when character has 10 or more temporary buffs. The cooldown is also for 5 turns. So I kind of feel like you do want to run the Mina Ashkiro, even though right now is not a good time for her due to just Iron Might going absolutely crazy. Like, if you hit Iron Might with some good damage, then he's just going to hit that Mina and then she doesn't have a buff restriction anymore. But I don't know. At the same time, it's like, do you want to run her just in case? We'll see when he does come out and we are able to use him and then test him through all those type of scenarios. First auto skill, which is going to be the Scornful Eyes. This character enhanced when these 2 conditions are met at the end of the turn. Is number 1 after character attacks an opponent 3 times with a plus ultra move. And then number 2 is after 5 turns pass from the start of battle. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. Ignores the target and steals 2 temporary buffs from a random single opponent after character receives 3 attacks. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. Restores character's HP by 10% after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 1 time. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. Reduce the effective time of the character's temporary status ailments by 1 after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled 2 times. Multi-cancels per action equals 1 cancel. And then after the character's temporary buffs are cancelled 1 time, increases character's plus ultra effect by 10%. It's stackable as well. And plus ultra move skill impact by 30% for 3 turns. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. Then the second auto skill, which is going to be Presence of the Demon Lord. Gives character the ability to draw aggro when HP is 30% or higher. Increases character's max HP by 20%. When there are 2 or more ABL type characters on the team, increases character's max HP by 30%. And gives character immunity to buff block. Yo, that is insane. Oh my god. Immunity to buff block, dude? Increases defense of all allies by 50% when there are 3 or more ABL type characters on the team. And then the enhancement bonus effect, it gives character the ability to land bullseye. And then gives character persistence for 3 turns after 3 turn pass while character is enhanced. This buff cannot be cancelled, blocked, or restricted. So All For One really is doing a lot in his kit. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from this character, dude. I feel like it's All For One himself just stealing the balls, reducing the cooldown. Just making it to where like he has the AoE effects and the restoring of HP. I really want to pull for this character and hopefully, you know, get to try him out because this is just looking fire. But now, let's take a look at our second character that is out today. I want to mention that today she's out. Invisible Girl, Season 8 specifically. So this is her Unawakened art. Nothing too crazy. And then this is her awakener, which I like, you know. I feel like this always should have been the case with her, that we should have at least seen her face a little bit, not just her always being invisible. Like, come on, man. I feel like at least we should have seen it like a couple of times. Her plus ultra skill being Warp Refraction Naval Laser deals 650% damage to a single opponent with a high chance of blinding them for 3 turns. Regenerates HP of all allies by 30% for 3 turns. Give all allies, excluding the character, the ability to make a last stand 2 times. And this skill gains Bullseye. Okay. First action skill, which is going to be Recon, gives a single ally the ability to cover allies for 1 turn. Oh my god. Yo. I was kind of thinking this in my head, man. I think I even mentioned it in the showcase with Iron Man. If we had the ability to give him cover allies, that would be pretty sick. And she's accomplishing the job. I might have to go a little bit in on her, because just for that, I want to try that with Iron Man. I need that. This buff cannot be cancelled, blocked, or restricted. And a barrier for 1 turn. This buff cannot be cancelled, blocked, or restricted. Regenerates HP of all allies by 20% for 3 turns. Increases critical resistance of a single ally by 30% for 3 turns with character is not enhanced. And then the enhancement bonus effect is increases critical resistance of all allies by 30% for 3 turns. The cooldown is for 4 turns. Second action skill, which is going to be Diffuse Reflection, gives a single ally the ability to cover allies for 1 turn. This buff cannot be cancelled, blocked, or restricted. And the ability to evade for 1 turn. This buff cannot be cancelled, blocked, or restricted. Reduces damage to a single ally by 30% for 3 turns when character is not enhanced. Increases power of all allies excluding character by 50% for 1 turn. This buff cannot be cancelled, blocked, or restricted. And then the enhancement bonus effect is reduces damage to all allies by 30% for 3 turns. Cooldown is for 4 turns. So yeah, this girl right here is a nasty support type character. Oh my god, just from the skills alone. Well, the action skills and plus ultra skills. Let me be more specific, because we haven't really got through the auto skills right now, which, let's get started with that. Making a statement. This character enhanced when these 2 conditions are met at the end of the turn. Number 1 is after 3 turns pass while character is making a last stand. And number 2 is after 5 turns pass from the start of battle. Increases speed of all allies by 30% when character is regenerating HP. Gives character the ability to make a last stand 2 times after 1 turn passes while character is not affected by status ailment restriction. Gives all allies the ability to nullify status ailments for 1 turn after 2 turns pass while character is not affected by status ailment restriction. This does not affect guess. And then restricts the number of status ailments the characters can have to 7 when 2 allies get knocked out. Okay. Second auto skill, which is going to be Boundless Cheer. Gives character the ability to hide. Makes sense. Regenerates HP of all allies by 20% for 2 turns up to 1 time. So she already has this off rip, regenerating HP of all allies. So that means already she's giving speed to all allies by 30%. Oh my god. Yo, like, this character is just making me want to replace Momo at this point, or Midoriya. I mean, we haven't seen plus Ultra Gauge boost of all allies, but we'll see, Hold on, we gotta take a look at what else he's doing. Gives all allies the ability to nullify status ailments for 1 turn every 2 turns up to 1 time. Wait, so Julio's gone basically for me? Like, what the hell? Wait, let me read this. Gives all allies the ability to nullify status ailments for 1 turn every 2 turns up to 1 time. Okay, so for 1 turn we got it. We don't get it the next turn. Turn 3 we get her, or turn 4? Well, that's something we gotta test that if we get her. Every 2 turns increases power of all allies, excluding the character, by 20% up to 5 times, and critical hit rate of all allies by 15% up to 5 times. Reduces cooldown time of all allies by 1 every 3 turns up to 3 times. And then the enhancement bonus effect, it gives character Calm Mind when character is affected by damage down. So yeah, she's looking like a very good support type character off rip. If anything, if you're struggling with Climax Battle Shigaraki, I think you could run her here and you just put her alongside Midoriya and you're chilling for free. Because I can already see the team being like, when you are in phase 2 onward, is Midoriya, her, and then whatever character you have on that last slot to be debuffing. Like, this is going to be insane with this character. So yeah, overall, both characters that we read their kits on, they are looking very good. Now let's take a look at the support memory. The first one being, let's put an end to this. This support memory increases character's defense by 20% when equipped by an ABL type character. Increases character's max HP by 30% when there are 2 or more ABL type characters on the team. Increases plus ultra gauge by 30% after the opponent's temporary buffs are cancelled up to 5 times. Multi-cancels per action equal 1 cancel. And then increases plus ultra gauge by 100% after 1 turn passes while character has persistence up to 1 time. So damn, somebody could just have their plus ultra for free. That is insane. And then this is the support memory. This looks sick. Oh my god. They cooked with this, man. They cooked. Oh, it's just crazy that this is the final season. Now let's take a look at the next support memory, which is going to be What Is It, Kid? This one increases character defense by 25% when equipped by an ABL type character. Decreases skill impact of all opponents by 10% for 3 turns after the character receives 3 attacks from opponents affected by recovery block. And then restores character's HP by 20% after the character receives 3 attacks from opponents affected by recovery block up to 2 times. Multi-hit attacks equal 1 attack. And then this is the art with Toshinori being with Shimura. Alright. So then the next one is going to be The Voice That Rules. This one increases character speed by 20% when equipped by a UA high student. Reduces plus ultra move damage to character by 15% for 3 turns when using a character to successfully execute a skill chain. And then reduces character's cooldown time by 1 every 3 turns up to 1 time. Okay. Next support memory, I think, is a UR one, if I'm not mistaken. No, that's it? Wait, okay, so hold on. You're ABL, right? Just want to make sure. So she doesn't have a support memory on her banner? It's just All For One and that's it? Okay, that's pretty interesting. Well, now that we took a look at everything on the website, let's take a look at the Discord to find out additional information that we have missed out on. Guys, now it's time to get all the info we could possibly get out of Discord. Let's get started with the first big piece of information being Invisible Girl is a 1.5 times banner character. So that means I'm hoping throughout the entirety of the final season, these like hype moments we're getting and everything, that they are 1.5 times banner. Clubfest is coming back with green and purple characters being the type of characters that you are going to run. Even though usually it's not the case like that. Like, you could be fine without it. We've seen that through most of the club festivals. But, you know, they're just saying it just to say it. So we got Young All For One. We got Climax Battle Shigaraki, who is out today. I would hopefully you guys did your B, A, and S, so that once you're done with that, the next daily reset, which at my time it's 4 hours before that happens, that you're just able to just get into SS straight away. And this art right here for All For One, this looks sick. Look at the quality on this, man. So we got All For One being the blue type character, Invisible Girl being the green type character. If you want to check out the plus ultras, go check out Hydros. We have the pattern right here that is showing that it's going to be a 1.5 times rate. So hopefully for me, I am able to pull her early. I'm not trying to go too crazy on her, even though I mean, I said that, but at the same time, it's like, come on, man. Like, I really want to summon on All For One more than I want to summon on Invisible Girl. Like, let's be honest. Even though she's really good, I want All For One more. We got the sales that are here. 8th Club Festival coming soon, which they're recommending Int and DST types get the advantage. We get the memories and all that good stuff, which I always say, just try to do as best as you can for these club festivals. You really do get good rewards out of these. We got the support memories. So yeah, it looks like Invisible Girl doesn't get her own support memory. Pretty weird, but whatever. Because this is the first time we're ever getting a character like this, like a seasoned character on a 1.5 times rate banner. But they just don't care, I guess. We have her banner that's coming out October 6th, which is out, ends on October 19th. Then we got the once daily free 10 times recruit My Hero Ultra Impact Special Hot Picks recruit that's coming out October 9th, ending on the 19th. So again, I am going to be doing the video where I combine all my summons, so you guys get to see what I do manage to pull. Last time we pulled very good on that. We got the All Might one. Why is All Might here again? What the hell? He's already done. We got All For One, who's coming out October 16th, ending on November 1st. We got the UR Memory Recruit Ticket. We got the October SR Recruit Ticket. Club Festival coming out October 20th, ending on October 27th. All Might once again popping up out of nowhere. And then we got the event for All For One, October 16th, ending October 30th. We got a mandatory update information. What the hell? Is this for the website specifically? Wait. What is this? Hold on. I need to take a look at this, because what if this is something important? We always have to check just in case. Thank you for playing My Hero Ultra Impact. The game has been updated as of October 6, 2025. The latest version update in the App Store. Okay, so there's nothing too crazy. I just wanted to make sure because it's a mandatory update. I'm like, what the hell's going on, dude? Like, this is nothing crazy. We got the UR drop rate 1.5 times. TV anime release celebration, which is her right here. Again, first kind of her banner, and she doesn't get a support memory. Pretty weird. We got a campaign. We got packs on sale. We got campaigns and special missions. The maintenance is coming out October 19th. So that's when we're going to be finding out basically what the next character is going to be. And that is basically it. So with that, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like and comment. And if you want to hype it up, you can as well. Let me know down below, who are you hyped for out of the two characters, All For One or Invisible Girl? Or are you just going to be trying to go for both? And with that, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.